Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth in Reason.
Hi, Dave. Howard from Orange County. Just some thoughts about the game with Denver. I think the defensive backfield is terrible, except for Denzel Ward. That needs to be a complete redo. I think the offensive line failed Jameis Winston, and I like watching Jameis Winston play because you never know what's going to happen. He could be incredible, good, or bad, and I think it's a much better, more entertaining brand of football than putting DTR in or any other quarterback they have, so I would probably keep him next year. Also, the Browns need some consultant for the draft because most of their drafts have been terrible. I mean, look at the defensive backfield players. You can see it. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Great show. Bye.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Lance, the defense has not, we expected a lot more from it. A lot of the same players are back, and they haven't been good. The guy that concerns me most, and he didn't play real well early last night, is MJ Emerson. I thought he was on the verge of becoming, a Pro Bowl type player. It hadn't been there this year. It just hasn't.
Well, two things that I've been, and I agree with you. Him and Newsome and all those guys haven't played, even Hickman, in the secondary. They just haven't played at the level that they played at last year. Watching, like, example yesterday, they hit Cam Sutton on two drags in a row, deep crossers. Those are really hard to cover. On the one that he caught, it was a six-man pressure. So it goes to show you how tied in the secondary is, especially in your Schwartz defenses with that front six, front seven. If they're going to bring six, they got to get home to the quarterback because it's hard for those guys to cover all the way across the field. They've also played a lot more zone this year. And when you play zone, you can have some blown coverages, and they've had those. So just as I said last year when they got good at man coverage, it's because of what they were playing. So if they're going to be more of a zone team and kind of be a 50-50 team, and they've been close to that this year, then they're going to have to continue to work on that. MJ Emerson is much better in man. He's much better when he plays press man, and he struggles in off man. He struggles in zone. He struggles in trail technique. He's a little handsy at times. But those are all things that you can work on. But they got to kind of go back to their identity and to do what Emerson does best. And I think Newsome played a little bit better last night. The safeties have played better, but they haven't tackled very well. The pressure inside. There's been a lot of things that make a secondary good or bad. Last year, the pressure helped them. This year, they've been exposed a little bit because of their play and because of how the defensive line has played.